Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Rainbow Came Back, and today I'm going to tell you about the 12 tips about the rook piercing that you guys really need to know. I have my list in front of me already. It's on my computer, so I just want to tell you guys. So basically, the first top 3. Don't sleep on your piercing, you guys. Do not sleep on your piercing at all. Don't sleep on it. Even if you wake up in the middle of the night, you know you're sleeping on it, turn as soon as you know. So basically, the piercer always tells you not to pierce it on the side you always sleep on, but I broke that rule, you guys. So I did get it on my right side. I always sleep on my right side, but I started getting the habit of sleeping on my left side now. So just make sure you actually try and sleep on the other side, because you could not sleep on your piercing, you guys, at all. You guys, it could get infected, it could hurt. It's just the worst pain ever, because especially if you get it mostly when it's newly like pierced, it's the worst pain ever, you guys. So let me tell you guys the 4th tip. So the 4th tip would be using antibacterial soap when you have your piercing freshly done. Use some Q-tips. Make sure it's really clean, because you know all that germs and everything, especially when you're sleeping. All that dead skin, just all of that. You need to make sure you clean it really well. Leave the soap on your piercing for a few minutes. That way it could really work its magic. And then wash it. It's the best relief ever when you finish cleaning it. It's just the best. And 5th one. So the 5th one would be you soak your ear. You should soak your ear to 10 to 15 minutes. So basically what you do is just get a cup, a bowl, whatever you can, put some warm water, some hot water, depending how you could handle the heat because of your piercing. Put some sea salt water. Don't use the the sea salt like you go for the ocean and everything. No, not that one. They Walgreens, they also have some. It's in a blue bin for you guys to do it, because it helps you get all the infection out of your ear. It actually does relax your ear. It does everything basically for you, and you don't have to do a thing. You just have to sit there and let it soak, and it does basically all the work for you. So it's the best thing to do. Just make sure you wash it afterwards to get all that salt out of your ear. You could either use antibacterial soap to clean your ear again, or you could just use regular warm water, hot water, and just pouring that, in there. 6th tip would be, you guys, if you guys have long hair, you guys have to pull that back. I'm sorry, guys. I know people who have long hair, even if my, like, as you can see, my hair, it's not that bad anymore, and I have my piercing for almost a year, so it doesn't really kind of matter for me anymore. This is mostly for your freshly new piercing. So I would say in 3 months, around there, you should keep your hair back. You should not let it be on your piercing that much. Don't let it be there. Just make sure it's tucked back, because it could actually maybe get it infected. I'm not really sure. I didn't get it infected with my ear, with my hair, I mean. So that was a good thing. I did not get infected. So basically I just sweep the back. I used to make little braids just to make it stay there. Anything you could do, just make sure it stays away from your ear, because all that that oil and all of that grease from your hair that it does naturally, you should not actually let it stay there, because it could maybe get it infected. Or another thing, it could actually pull your earring, because of the hoop, depending what kind of earring you have on your piercing. And I did give you guys one tip with another tip. So basically it's the one when I was saying that don't get your piercing on the side you mostly sleep on, and I broke that rule. So basically that was another tip. You could get it, just make sure that you actually do sleep on the other side because it could get infected. So disposable tissues when you do clean your piercing, and it's still wet and you know all that dead skin that's around it, make sure you use disposable tissue like the toilet tissue, tissue that you clean your nose with, any kind, as long as it's not your towel. Don't use that because it's on your towel it still does have bacteria. Don't use it, you guys. Please don't use it. That's gonna almost guarantee you an infection, so please don't do it. You can also use the Q-tips to get better aim on your piercing. Go for it, do that too. There's just many options for you guys to do it just using disposable tissues. Just make sure you use one though, just make sure. And you guys already know the antibacterial one, the antibacterial soap. I do use soap, so this is the one that I actually use. They do last me a good while, especially because they're bar soaps, so they actually do last me maybe half a year or around there, because I'm already on my second one and it's been almost a year, so you know, you can do the math already. And this is the salt water that I was talking about, you guys. As you can tell, I have been using it for a good while. So you should use this and this soap for sure. This soap, I think it's mostly recommended. Almost all the piercers, they actually do use the soap. It's not that bad. It's actually pretty cheap. I believe I got this less than $5 or $5 around there. So it's a really good brand. You should actually use it. Phones, you guys. I know people love music. I'm a big fan of music. I love hearing my music. I always love having my headphones, my earphones, whatever. Don't use it. When you get first, I can't even talk to you guys. So when you firstly get it pierced, I just go. So when you get it done, it's gonna be really sensitive and bad, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it really does hurt later on. Not the first day, it won't really hurt you, but later on throughout the week, the first month is just, you know, it's just really bad. So basically you're gonna want to not use your headphones, don't use your earphones for the whole month at least. Maybe on your 4th to 5th month you could probably wear them. Just be really careful when you finish wearing them. Make sure you clean it really well, because all the germs, and if you're using it for sports or something, you make sure you really clean it really well, because all that sweat, that skin, bacteria, everything is going to be on your headphones, and it's going to be with your piercing. So I'll make sure you actually do wash it really well. The 11th one, it should be the 11th one already. So let me see. Oh, right. Okay, so this is the pain. This is the rate of your pain. So the first month, it could be the most painful like time of your life, and I mean it. It's gonna be painful. So what I did, I just used so I found out their aspirin. I take that back. So I used the aspirin, and I would take it and I'll crush it up, and then I put the salt and just some water, and I mixed it up, put it in my ear. I don't think I put how long I made it stay there. But no, I remember I used to leave it until it got dry, I believe, or well, like crusty dry kind of. So I would just rinse it off, wash it, rinse it. There you go. I remember the pain will go away But if you do have some tolerance with pain, good for you, you guys. You guys are really lucky, because it made me cry a few times, because it did hurt that bad. I remember I would almost throw up sometimes because the pain was just not the best. So, but I survived it. I have it. I still have it. So, you know, just do that. So last one, I'll probably add some more, you never know. But last one. So the last one would be right. This is one that almost everybody asked. I even asked it because I wasn't even sure. So this one is really common. You guys, I don't even know what's happening to me right now. I think it's because, like, I never knew I was gonna go this far, that my piercing is actually finally healing and it's doing really well. And now I look at this and I'm just like, wow, I just been through all of that and I still have it, and it was actually worth it. But let me tell you guys what it is. So this one is the swelling. Yes, there is swelling. You know, you already know every piercing has swelling in it. So for that one, the swelling does take a while. I would say maybe 6 to a year, because it does take a year and a half to fully be healed. Yes, it takes a long time. So it's almost 2 years if you think about it. So I have the piercing not even for a year yet. It's almost a year, and the swelling has finally gone down, like, dramatically. It's almost the same as my ear, as this one. As you can see, I think you guys can see it. I'm not really sure because of the light. I think it's on, right? Yeah. So, you know, it is gonna go down. It's just gonna take a really kind of long time for it to go down. The best thing you can do is just keeping up with the cleanliness, just keeping it really healthy and good, and, you know, follow these tips as much as you can, because that's the only way you guys are gonna survive this. Trust me, you guys. If I wish I had these tips before I even got this piercing, because it would save me a lot of work, honestly, a lot of pain and tears, because especially when it got infected, because I was wearing my headphones too early. I would wear them already in the first and second month already, and hello, infection. Yeah, so I had to literally squeeze that little thing right there, you know. I had to squeeze the bottom of the ear and take all that infection out. You could see it. You could see all that goo, all that what was it? It was like green, yellowish around there that it was coming out. It was just so gross. It was giving me extra pain that I already had, and it does. Oh, and you guys, basically those are the top 12 things you need to know about the rook piercing. Actually, the top 12 tips you need to know for your piercing could be really healthy and really, you know, good for your whole time that you basically want it. Trust me, you guys, knowing these tips would have saved me a lot of pain. I'm not gonna lie, it would have saved me a lot if I known these tips. It would have gotten me no pain, probably. Just a lot of saving of tears, basically. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like this video. And please subscribe, because I'm actually thinking about just doing piercings and tattoos, because I do have tattoos also, so I could give you guys a few pointers about it, you guys. So if you guys like my channel, please subscribe, and you guys can see me again. Yes, I'm really weird. I'm starting to finally get used to the camera, so I'm really happy. So I'll see you guys next time. And I just kissed the back of my hand. So bye, you guys.